All right. So, let's see what the levels are like now. Give me a quick second to check this. All right, sick. Welcome, everyone. So, this is the start of tonight's stream. I haven't really figured out a title for it, but wanted to kind of cover a few different topics that I thought were interesting, cover a book at the end, do a couple different songs, bands that I've been interested in, and I don't know, just fuck around on YouTube for a little bit. So, if you're here to be entertained, you're in the right place. Feel free to either check out visually and just put it in audio, or if you want to follow along with the important, pseudo important visuals, you're more than welcome to it. So, wanted to, since I am too lazy to actually go back and clip out the song that got me the strike on the last stream. What up, JT? Good to see you too. Also, good to see you, Jessica. You guys have been cool. So instead of trying to go back and grab the spot, mute it, do all that stuff, I'm entirely too lazy for that. And instead, I can give you the speedrun version of that last stream, hit all the high notes, because I basically did it, so I can do a condensed version of it now. So, a lot of what I wanted to, or a lot of what I talked about during that stream was starting on High Jolly's tomb, which has been something that I actually went to personally. It's something, oh, that's funny. There's 911 photos. We're off to a great start, folks. This is hilarious. Um, I swear I didn't remember it was like that last time. High Jolly is a fascinating story that's part of Arizona's history that involves a man that's technically named Hajj Ali, as best historians can remember it. But because of American English and lost in translation literally happening, he ended up being called High Jolly. This is his tomb. And as you can see, it basically looks like a gigantic organite pyramid. One of the fascinating things about why it looks like that is because... Get out of here. Close this out. What also looks like a pyramid, and it is literally like an unabashed, and at 383 photos, I don't know what the gematria is on those two different ones, but again, we're speedrunning. General Hunt, or sorry, was he a general? I'm pretty sure he was general at some point. I might be wrong on that. Somebody could fact check me. But he eventually became Governor Hunt of Arizona. His tomb is a very short walk from a very easily accessible parking lot where you can go. That's actually quite a scenic view. If you ever stop to visit the greater Phoenix area, um, I have not actually been to this pyramid, but I'm gonna definitely take pictures once I go there. Since I went to the to High Jollies, but this one's an interesting one because this was the first governor of Arizona. He has all sorts of fascinating esoteric background to him. Um, Homeboy literally had himself, his wife, and from just like skimming previous memory, at least two, maybe three people also are buried in there with him. So it's not like it's just him in there. That's what makes it, even more esoteric. Is when you dig into the whole, no matter what level you're going to try and dig into the Egyptian stuff, there still is the very literal level of in the pyramids there were bodies of servants found that were professing these people to be gods, right? So, in the same way, Under the Silver Lake, I believe is the name of the movie. Really good movie about the Hollywood scene that came out a few years ago. Um, really graphic as far as like trash, like not necessary degeneracy thrown into it. So like I would recommend trying to. I'll try and put together like the highlight clips of the movie, just because like, so one of the character flaws of the main character is he's an incessant masturbator, and it's like every single fucking time one of these. Oh yeah, I was supposed to. So I'm also gonna experiment with like putting in background. No, that's way too loud. Um, I'm trying to experiment with like putting in background music so that like while I'm talking, at least ambiance wise, as far as the mic is concerned, there's background noise. Aside from my creaking chair, Jesus Christ, right? That was horrible. Um, that's damn it. It's probably way too loud, and I'm getting way too distracted. Oh no. I'm fucking up this whole thing. Alright, over some little fucking detail. You see that? You see what happens? You focus too much on trying to like cover every single like problem. And then you end up bombing the whole thing. Alright, give me a second. I'm trying to. Okay, here we go. Alright. The goal was to have mostly instrumental songs, so that way I can just talk and have it be somewhere in the background, have it like actually be helpful for me. Because like, as far as anybody who hasn't done streaming, I guess it the unnerving part, I guess, is the like ominous quiet aspect to a lot of this stuff. So that's something that I'm trying to adjust to, and I'm trying to. I mean, I'm coping with it obviously by making music show up back here, so that way it's all right. All right, that's enough backstaging, fourth wall bullshit. All right. So the thing about all of these different fascinating places that I drove home in. Okay, and I'm gonna hit this last one, and then I'll talk about why they're all fascinating. So we aren't gonna actually go to the USS Arizona memorial itself. We're gonna go over to, let's check the status actually on old unmarked over here. Is it still unmarked? Historical marker. Is that what it? That shouldn't. Yeah, temporary closed historical marker. Yep, this is the one. So the it's, of course, this one's only got 2 photos, and it's like really obscured, difficult to actually be able to see. So let's drop our little guy here. Oh shit, this is perfect. Can I do what? How do I? There we go. All right. This will actually work quite well. So this is literally a guy took a picture multiple pictures standing inside of what I argue is literally a gigantic Saturnian ring, uh, as the representation for the 9/11 attacks. Like, it's literally a 9/11 memorial. Like, I'm not exaggerating that. And maybe there's parts of the tower actually that make this up. And there's actually, I'm going to probably dig into more other historical spots around Phoenix, talking about all these different places, because there's a few other portal-esque type spots. But this is just like, how do you not see anything other than a gigantic Saturnian ring? And it being 9/11, a tribute to blah, blah, blah. And now it's literally just historical marker, temporarily closed. And to give you an idea of like how important the area is surrounding this specific spot, like, we're not talking like any sort of, random hole in the wall historical marker. We have the Arizona Capitol Museum. We have let's see if I can't zoom out here a little bit more and adjust some shit. All right. This is basically in the heart of Phoenix. So as far as the esoteric stuff goes, for Phoenix stuff, like, so to say all those three, and again, trying to, do a speed run of what I did last time, because I got fucking nuked from one of the songs that I did. It was a cover song, so I figured I was all right, but test the algos too hard, and sometimes it just gets blown up. But the reason these are all interesting is because, let's go back to High Jolly's tomb, because that's the most fun for me. And I covered a few different other locations around here, but it's not really that necessary. It's all on the 33rd parallel. So the it's a fascinating, is not only is the 33 something that crosses Phoenix, but if we actually go to General Hunt's tomb and we just click right here, so we just drop a pin real quick. Come on, don't I literally saw you do the thing. All right, click. All right, it's not just the 33rd, but it's the 33rd and the 111th. Negative. I don't know what the fucking negative. I mean, I know what it means as far as like this type of marking goes, but for the gematria heads, I don't know what it would actually mean. So it is funny that on the crossroads of the 33rd and the 111th in the city of Phoenix, was the first governor of the state of A to Z. You know, just things that make you go, huh? So, let's see. That was the majority of that stream. Another part of that stream was talking about Wilhelm Reich and the scary piece of shit that he was, and how he basically spearheaded the whole Organite and New Age mysticism movement that I would argue that we know today. If you're interested in that, I would highly recommend checking out Schism 206 in his Esoteric Catholicism series. He has a segment on Wilhelm Reich and his Organite, his Orgasmatron, his everything, which is, let's see, where am I going into next? I believe my next plan was, so we're going to take a momentary song shout out break to a band that I've been listening to for a while, and also I think will accurately depict the genre style that I like. So before actually putting that up, the next segment is going to be talking about Christianity, and shout out to In a Thought Experiment, Yurt, every one of your different alternate version names. I know there's your real name, so I'm not going to dox you or anything until you say it's okay, but emailed him, wanted to talk a little bit further on my own side with my own thoughts on a few different things that happened, as far as, not things that happened as far as drama, it's not drama, but just the whole idea of the Buddhist adopting of Christian theologies, and the bullshit that goes into that, and how I'll just leave it there as a cliffhanger, and especially since that I timed it perfectly, guys. All right, music break. Send it over to this. Share this tab instead. Bring this back to here so I'm not refreshing it or breaking anything, because you know how stupid everything is. That'll be, should be low enough. This is, I hope this is edifying for you, and this will lead me into my next topic. stop that. Nope. Alright, how do I... Bam, just making me... Alright, so I only have to hear that annoying music while I'm listening to that. Alright, so I completely forgot that I needed to actually have something visual for anybody who would even bother to look at the visuals for this. So now I can actually remove this and then add more media. Oh no, I just want to slide from your computer. Upload file. Wow, what a fucking waste of time to be not on top of it like this. Fuck it. Alright, so I was going to try and put the stupid image of the... Can anybody let me know if that's actually playing in the background as far as the other screen? Because if that's getting annoying for you, I'm just gonna make sure that's not actually running for either of us. Because I'm still an idiot when it comes to all this stuff. So as far as me being able to hear it, it's going to distract me, so I might as well make sure that's done. All right. I wanted to have an actual image of the book that I physically have, to have all of my fucking notes sticking out of the side so I can give myself my own little pat on the back that I do my own fucking research. Yeah, okay. But the advantage of having read actual books and fucking made sure you took good notes in them, especially, the greatest advantage of taking good notes, is you can go back and speed run just about fucking everything and hit all the high notes. And I'm going to exemplify that in this book. And it's a perfect book to do it because it's such a very short book. Let's see how long it is. It's technically from first page to last page, 168 pages. It's not a very long book at all. But the reason this book is so fascinating, first of all, like, people like Noam Chomsky, who's quoted on the front of this book, says, Bernays' honest and practical manual provides much insight into some of the most powerful and influential institutions of contemporary industrial state capitalist democracies. You have Noam Chomsky saying all that shit. I totally just realized I was going to save the propaganda stuff for later because I wanted to talk about religion stuff. That was why I played that song. I'm a fucking idiot. I apologize. So let me jump back to that thought process. So I listened to In a Thought Experiment. If you don't, you should. It's pretty decent. He seems like a good guy. I know there was some razzing from CBO and everybody over there, but I thought it was a fascinating thing, and I wanted to actually talk about it. That he had this Hindu lady on there recently, and she made these arguments, and you can see me actually commenting on uh, the problems I had in public. I don't hide anything that I say. This isn't a gossip stream. I'm not trying to be anybody that does any sort of gossiping, but I made a point to say like the arguments that stood out to me as aggravating were the arguments that I see from a lot of religions when they try to speak to Christians, I guess is for lack of a better term. Like all of these different belief systems try to say that their gods or these different belief systems or whatever that they have are somehow like a continuation of Christianity. And I want to go on record and say that I absolutely disagree. And I'll fight anybody on that in a debate. You want to make it a formal one, I'll make it a formal. You want to make it an informal, ad hoc, ad hominem style, I'll go for that too. I don't care. The fascinating thing to me that I've seen about especially modern theology is these people that do like the Buddhist New Age stuff is they always try and appeal to Christianity and say that, oh, when Christ resurrected, he went east to complete his ascension practices and things like that. As if that isn't a complete slap in the face of Christians. Like, let's think about this for a second. They're basically saying the person that we believe to be the God man, the one who is part of the Trinity, came down from heaven at a specific point in time to alter history and do much more theology wise than I'm willing to get into at this point. Like everybody gets it. There's a pretty profound moment, right? Quite effectual. Where he's crucified, he's buried, he goes to hell. There's the harrowing of hell, and then he's resurrected. Well, sorry, no, he's not resurrected. Whatever phrasing, I don't know the specific one, but hopefully you get it. He comes back for 40 days, ministers to his disciples, ministers to people around him, and then goes back to heaven to sit at the right hand of God, like he says in the scripture that he does. If these yoganomics, Reaganomics, goof-ass nerds believe that their stretching poses are somehow a theological argument against my belief system, why are they trying to piggyback off of it? Why? If you can stand on your own wire, if you can literally stand on your head with yoga, why are you trying to stand off of my belief system? Don't fucking try and tell me that Jesus went somewhere else that you can't confirm, that you're only trying to glom on to and make as an appeal, more or less, to the superior argument, quite honestly. And think that that's somehow something that people will actually capitulate to. I just don't understand that. And it's no like shot to Yurt in a thought experiment, because I think he's been an excellent host to all these different schizophrenic ideas and thoughts. But I wanted to make it absolutely clear that for anybody that wants to try and say that their belief system is something that is a continuation of mine, eat shit, dude. Why would I go for that? Like, if that's your form of evangelism, you need to get better evangelism. So that's, I mean, hopefully that's not too abrasive for people, but like for me personally, I'm so tired of the thought processes that a lot of these people have when it comes to these panels and stuff. And I think I'm going to close this segment on that and then go to one last video, and then we'll get into the actual propaganda book. So, of course, I kept everybody waiting. Like, why wouldn't I just ramble on for 40 plus minutes now before actually getting to the book? I got time tonight, so I wanted to actually see if I could make this a proper stream. We'll see if the levels are good. But I just I I'm literally looking at so many fucking notes. It's like I guess that's what happens when you don't actually talk about shit. If you claim that you have like a thought process or a belief system or whatever, like you get built up on stuff, and that's why you end up spurging. So honestly, uh, everybody pretty clearly at this point understands that YouTube is the new public square. Why not, you know, make sure you're doing a decent job of dumping your thoughts and ideas effectively onto the public square to push the Overton window in whichever direction that you're trying to push it. Like, quite honestly, I am so for a liberal freak trying to push their side of the Overton window further back on me, because I want to know how extreme that side is getting. Why wouldn't you? Why would that's the whole reason that there are spies in different countries. Well, I mean, spies are what, the second oldest profession, right? Because the first oldest profession is Hooers. Yeah. So, speaking of Hooers, that's getting back to the whole New Age thing. All of these belief systems, in my opinion, that you're going to see continue to crop up over the next decade, probably, till things start to swing pendulum wise back into a different direction, are going to be this kind of trying to whore out your attention, trying to provoke you, do all these different things. So it's I mean, it is one of the, I'm literally going to talk about propaganda, but I'm rambling. Damn it, I missed my point. But I'm trying to say that if people are putting in all this time to affect the thought process of the world, then at least the least we can do is get proficient at the same technique and learn how to be better at it. Because especially right now, in my opinion, there's a big window for people to get good at this shit, and especially better than me. Please be better than me. I'm begging you, because this is fucking embarrassing. 44 minutes in, and I've been probably bombing the entire thing. Not to Muhammad Jihad the whole thing, but you get it. So we're going to give myself one last break now that we finished that song. We're going to jump into a video song because I'm trying to obviously promote myself and homies that I'm friends with. So, not gonna share details, nothing, but shout out to my boy in cancer culture. He's been going through some shit. Times have been wild. So, wanted to have this be the last song before I hit into the propaganda section. And it's perfect because once I press play, technically it'll be 33 views for the song that we made together. We got some new stuff that we're going to be working out soon. Be looking out for that. It's just, life comes at people fast. And yeah. All right, let's fucking go. I've been talking plenty. Horrible, 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 horrible. Let's retry it. Horrible. sucks to suck. So, I guess that's a lesson learned. Rewatch where I was at, where I put myself as,